Hello everybody and welcome back. The competition went very well. All the competition, the people who entered, they've all got their books now, so they're all over the world. Mainly they was in America. I've got two who are in England as well, so that was quite interesting to see how widespread my competition reach was. And it was quite interesting and nice to actually talk to all these different people. And got some new fans as well, so that's nice as well. Apart from that, my progress with my current book, or current books shall we say, with the Rotternatius, I'm still going on about the Rotternatius, I know, you have to deal with it. It's going really well. I've been using two pads when I couldn't find one and I was a bit panicky, and so I started writing on another one, and it's gone really well, as I just said. So yeah, I got that's another story. That's one I've been working on really hard, as well as the vampire one. So I've got several pages of that down already for planning and the whole plotting of the characters and the whole everything that goes on with this new Frankenstein one, which I'm really excited about. So I'm also reading. I managed to get them on Amazon and they're free. So if you like reading, you like Frankenstein, I suggest you go on Amazon, have a look, see if they're still free. That is, they're not going to be that expensive anyway, so just get the ebooks. I'm probably going to get the paperbacks as well. That'll annoy my girlfriend, so I'll definitely buy them. So where was I? Yeah, Frankenstein, and then we've got one about werewolves, The Adventures of Van Helsing and the Wolfman, and I've also got the vampire one I'm working on is called Bloodlust, and he's also going to have his very final outing, which will be The Adventures of Van Helsing meets Dracula. So I thought, apart from having those vampires, we need to go even further, even deeper into the whole vampire stuff, and we have to bring in Dracula. You can't have a vampire story and Abraham Van Helsing and not have Dracula. So, Dracula's he's the master of all vampires, of course. So I have to have a story with him in it, as well as Abraham Van Helsing. And it just brings back so many memories when you think about it. Well, when I think about it, that I grew up watching all those Hammer horror films with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, and I absolutely love them, and I've got to watch them again. I've got to watch them just for a little bit of research and a bit of fun. I've also been working a little bit on The Adventures of Harkle, the very first story in the series for that, which is The Girl from Mabim. I've written a few pages for that so far, on top of the other bundle of pages that I've done for it already. I don't know if I mentioned last time, I really can't remember, but I thought of doing one about the Russian sleep experiment. So anyone who hasn't seen that, go on YouTube, watch the really weird video for it. Really good, I really enjoyed it. Another one from one of my beta readers, as well as she's actually my very first beta reader, and one of my biggest fans is Heather. She called it gruesome, and she says, creepy and gory tale. Creepy and gory tale. Sally, a young girl with a dark past, wants to find love. She finds this with Matt. Now, can she have the happily ever after, or can she? This story is for those who enjoy horror. It will leave you trembling. It was quite a quite a dark and violent story. It was really fun to write it. So my most popular story is story number 4, which is called Heather's Scar, and one of the readers said it's a awesome book. This is very good. 1 minute. Looking at the wrong one. I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry. But yeah, someone called it thriller and suspense. I can tell that this author is quite talented when it comes to suspense and thriller story. I love how it twists at the end. Revenge of Heather is quite interesting, how she waited to do it and track her rapist, but I am so surprised about the ending. So was I quite surprised as myself. All I can say is kudos to the author, you got me hooked, definitely recommend. Yeah, the ending for it was very twisted and very evil and sadistic as well in its own way. Because I wanted to make it quite surprising. Yeah, I've done that. Pretty good job of that, making it very surprising at the ending. I won't spoil it, but come on, it's only 99p, 99 cents, so you want to read something relatively short story and have a bit of a shock along the way and have a really good read. It made it into the top 20 on the Amazon free book list of the suspense horror list a few days ago. I was quite happy about that. Another review from it says it is intriguing. Heather and her journey as a young mum that was traumatized by these unfortunate events is already an intriguing story to follow. It's about a woman's descent into madness as she tries to make sense of a no-win situation. It's about a woman struggling to come to terms with her ex-lover's betrayal. Loved every chapter. Another review called it dark and says, are you afraid of the dark? If so, you must leave the lights on while reading any of the Newtontown series. It will have you looking over your shoulder. So for those of you who haven't read the books yet, any of the stories, you should enjoy them. If you like good horror, I say it's good because it's my book. Of course I'm going to call it good. I'm not going to say it's rubbish, am I? But yeah, you want something that's quite dark and twisted, you can read any of my... I should actually put a warning into them on a level of 1 to 10 or maybe 1 to 5 for the level of violence and gruesome content. So you know, if someone reads it and they go, oh no, I didn't like that, there's no warning in there. So yeah, if you want to read something that's got lots of violence, lots of torture, read Room 242 and Deep Web. Those are the most violent books that I've got. Heather's Scar would be probably around a 3 or a 4 because of the content of her being raped, but you don't actually, it's not in the actual book, you don't, you know, it's not in there, but you do know it's happened, and also it's a lot of, there's a fair bit of torture in there, because she's getting her revenge on all these men that raped her all those years ago. It's a really good book. I absolutely loved writing that book. I'm gonna have to write a longer version for it now. I'm gonna have to turn that short story into a novella. That's a good idea, that. Actually, that's a bad idea because I've already got about, what, 10, 15, maybe 15 things that I'm working on, 15 different projects. So that's a good idea, but it's also a bad idea because it's just gonna add to the flipping pile that I've already got. The Engagement, that's one that's not too violent. That's a lie, it's pretty violent. But yes, a quick read as well. Ghosts of Newton, that's another one that's not very violent at all. And The Norringtons, a very final book, that's not violent at all. Only in a few parts. Yeah, so seriously, I say, go get those stories. They're cheap as anything. You can, you know, get them, enjoy them, leave a review. I'd love a review. Lots of my stuff doesn't get many reviews, but they always get lots and lots of downloads, which is weird and slightly annoying as well for any author, someone who buys your book and they don't leave a review after they finish it. Of course, though, if you didn't like it, I'm quite happy that you don't leave a review, because I don't need lots of bad reviews on it. That wouldn't be very nice now, would it? So of course, all my stuff is for horror fans, as I always say. If you're a horror fan, read it. And now I've been waffling on for a very long time. So I will leave you now, and I'll see you next time for whichever vlog it is I'm doing next time.